Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy 13 2 walkthrough. Alright, so we're actually starting out on the Arcalt Steppe. I've got the weather, it looks like it's turned to sunny. And then there is one of the other Gigantar stones. Now, I did take care of one of these early on, so I think now is when I just decided to take care of the other two. I just waited. I don't really remember why. I think I was a little concerned about whether or not I was going to need Gigantar stones. There's only 3 in the game, so I don't even know. I've never actually even leveled one up. I don't know what skills they get right off the top of my head, but as far as I remember, there isn't anything to be too worried about. You know, you can always get whatever ability that they've got from some other crystal. So again, I would say hold on to one of them though. You know, don't necessarily use that up on something else. But again, I didn't end up using them actually at all. Now there's another Cactuar stone, or whatever. What do you call these things? Cactuar something or other. But anyways, there's one more back in the marshes there. It's the Clearwater Marsh. Anyways, the west side of the map. But I don't think that I've actually unlocked yet.
From the moment we met, I knew I could count on you.
So I think that one that we just unlocked, technically I think that one might even be an any weather. I'd have to check again, but anyways, let's head out again. Now this must be. This is stormy. I think this is stormy. Yes, this is, so pretty sure that is stormy. So anyways, let's head down to. I think I'm gonna teleport. That's kind of what it's looking like. I'm gonna do is teleport over there to the other side. So yeah, so there's I think that other one is another red chocobo Cactuar stone, and I think that teleports us just back to the well, if it's a red one, it teleports us right back to the Nomad camp. So probably need to get this one unlocked. Yeah, so let's head over to the marshes. Kind of looking back, I kind of wish I would have just done this all back to back. It would have been a little bit less confusing. But you know, I didn't. Unfortunately. And there, I can actually see the outline of the Cactuar. But yeah, so again, I don't know. The problem with the Arcalt Steppe is I actually came here super early on in the game. And it can actually just be difficult to, well, there's like some fragments that you're just not going to be able to get early on, because there's a lot of really strong enemies here. Alright, so that's the red there, that's the other red Cactuar stone I was talking about. It's got just one more fragment. Yeah, so that's the violet crystal. Now, we do have one more gigantic, is it Gigantar? That's a Gigantar. But anyways, I've now unlocked the chocobos.
I've heard of it. Here, take.
Yeah, so you have to have all of the red Cactuar stones unlocked in order to unlock chocobos on the map. I was actually a little confused about what the requirements were for getting those chocobos, but that's it. It's get all. I think there's 5 red ones. There's 2 for sure in the marshes, and there's 1 right out front. There's the yellow one, which I don't know if that actually counts, but I know the green ones don't count. The Gigantar. Yeah, I think it's Gigantar. I think that's the name of it.
Some kind of magical power.
cacti, the really big ones that spawn from the green stones. Because there's, so it's kind of funny. There's a Gigantar, and again, those are the ones spawned from the green stones. There's a giant Cactar, which is actually just a regular Cactar that is grown. That if you let it grow, so basically you just have to sit around and like, you know, buff yourself up or have a bunch of healers so that you don't kill it. But eventually the Cactar will use the ability to grow, and then it becomes the giant Cactar. And it's kind of interesting too, because that's actually needed. You actually need to let one grow in order to complete your bestiary, because unfortunately there is a fragment that requires that you've fought every, not even just fought, I think you have to literally defeat one of every enemy. So you know, keep that in mind if you're trying to go with for that fragment. You know, it's one of those fragments where I strongly recommend looking up a monster list somewhere, because there are some pretty tough ones actually. That's probably the hardest one, or that's the most I don't know, hardest one to find maybe. Because again, like if you're just wrecking everything, you're gonna destroy that Cactar before it has a chance to grow. So again, but my recommendation is, again, if you go for that fragment, make sure that you are looking at a list. That really helps out. Alright, I'm not really sure why I'm going back to the Clearwater Marshes. I thought I was going to take care of the last Gigantar, but that is not... There is not a Gigantar. Oh, there's one. Okay, so my bad. That's really weird. Huh. I thought there was only... I'm actually super confused now. There's a Cactar stone on the east side of Arcalt Steppe, and I must be mistaken, because I thought that was another Gigantar stone, but I don't know that necessarily is. It must be a red one, and it's likely that I uncovered that quite a while ago. So anyway, so the 3 Gigantar stones now apparently should be done. Say that with a grain of salt. Oh, you know what? All right, I remember what happened here. So the next Gigantar stone is right here, and I don't know if I've actually. Oh, no, I did unlock that one too. Yeah, now I'm just super confused, because it looks like there's 2 over there in the marshes, and then there was one kind of in the center area, and it looks like I've already fought it. Now I know I've got footage. Let's fail. I'm trying to fly from this spot to the next. But again, so I remember I actually do have footage of me taking out a Gigantar a long time ago. So I flew over there just to make sure that I could get 100% exploration for this area.
Looks like we managed to break that seal.
Okay, yeah, so we did break the seal. Alright. So again, that takes 3... You have to kill the 3 Gigantars in order to break the seal on this gate. And obviously it did require a wild artifact as well. So that unlocks that unlocks Vile Peaks 200 AF. I don't remember. There's some stuff that we can do here. You know, it's pretty typical, but we won't be able to finish everything.
Have resisted exploration since Cocoon first floated in the sky. This graveyard of twisted metal was also a proving ground for Lightning and her companions as they struggled against their l'Cie fates and their own inner turmoil. Sarah and Noel could never have known that the journey of the l'Cie would bring disaster to the peaks 200 years into the future.
Okay, so that's the intro to the Vile Peaks 200 AF. There is some question on events leading to this point and how Lightning and the companions from the original 13, when they traveled through here, they've altered something in some way, and apparently with disastrous consequences. So here there is a monster. I won't spoil it, but there is a monster here that is sort of a remnant from when the original crew
10 AF. A large-scale distortion was observed in the Vile Peaks, a land filled with ancient debris. The Academy dispatched Blitz Squadron, an investigative unit, to check the area. The Elite Academy force armed themselves with anti-paradox weapons. Their mission was simple, to find out just what was causing this spatial distortion. However, the airship carrying the crew disappeared within the clouds looming over the Vile Peaks. That day, 6 elite soldiers vanished without a trace. And it was my fault. I was responsible.
What is this place? Looks like a dumping ground.
The Vile Peaks. You know, Lightning told me she came here on a mission once.
So your sister's been here too. I bet that's no coincidence.
Okay, so Lightning says that it was her fault that something happened. And here I completely missed Mog. Mog just takes off and his bobblehead's going. And I completely failed. So I ended up kind of just wasting a bunch of time here. But so Lightning does say something about 6 elite soldiers, were on a mission through here. And their airship was taken down by something. But she says it's her fault, which I think it's pretty arguable whether or not it was actually her fault. But anyway, so I'm gonna travel a little bit through here now. Keep in mind, so this is another, pretty common example of, excuse me, a timeline where we can't complete everything in this first pass, but we'll be able to at least start. Yeah. All right, so again, had I been paying attention to Mog there, I wouldn't have wasted so much time. But there is another treasure sphere here, obviously, that we're not going to be able to get because it's there's Mog going again. And here I just wasn't paying attention. So if you notice there was a soldier that was out of phase on the ground, and I just completely missed him. Just overlooked him altogether. So we'll get him on the way back, but I'm going to travel up here, and I think I get into a couple of fights. And right around here, I feel like, and I don't know if we're in the right time period, but there's the Dreadnought enemy, and unfortunately, it's super rare. But I don't know if this is even the right time period. So don't quote me on the whole Dreadnought thing. Again, I don't actually remember if it was in this time period or not. It's an interesting enemy. I don't know how good of a monster it is for your your paradigm pack. I suspect it's not a good monster just because again I haven't even really looked into it. Usually, I know the ones that are decent and or other ones that aren't as good. But anyways, here we've got some Lancers and some Vikings. Lancers, I vaguely remember having potentially a good ability. The Viking is not ringing a bell though, so keep that in mind. Wow! Okay. Alright, and here is our baddie, our monster. Distortion blocks. Okay. Sphere out of phase. Grab that. 8 vitality points. Okay. let's make our way back. I mean, this is basically it for the map too. Unfortunately, with this version of Vile Peaks, you actually can't explore very much, which is a bit of a shame, but here it is. Alright, making the long slog back. So again, this, what we're actually going to end up doing here, I think, is interacting with a soldier who's probably determined to fight some more enemies. Alright, so this is the best bid. Best bid. About them either, so can't really say if they're a useful monster to try to grab or not. But, anyway, so we're gonna go try to find that, reveal that soldier that I passed up rudely. It's funny because the second time now that I just watched it, Mog does even say right away, "There's something here," and he takes off immediately. And I guess I wasn't paying attention. I might have been looking away or something, and missed it, but it's okay. We'll get business taken care of in a bit. These enemies seem pretty
On to the next.
so nothing much of a challenge at this point. Oh, there's our Lancer. I think I got the Viking in the last battle, and then just got the Lancer there too, so that's cool. 2 crystals out of the way. Again, I don't remember if they're either of them are useful. The Lancer seems to ring a bit of a bell, but even then I can't remember exactly what they've got that's decent. Okay, so Mog is going to town here again, and there's the soldier on the ground. Over there, Mog.
Where am I? Who are you guys? Do you know how long I've been out for? The Shadow! Where did that Shadow go? I'm not sure what's going on, but I think it's safe to assume that I'm miles away from the rest of my unit. We were headed to our mission LZ on an airship. I remember there was a really bad storm that day. Out of nowhere, a dark shadow enveloped the sky and a monstrous creature appeared in front of us. We lost power. The airship crashed to the ground. Everything went dark. The next thing I know, I wake up in this place. And, well, you know the rest.
You got pulled into a paradox. Who knows? You might even be in a different time than before.
Is that possible? Are you saying this isn't 10 a.m.? That means the others...
Are you alright? Oh no, you're hurt!
Seems like it. I'm trying, but I can't move my leg. Damn it, what am I supposed to do?
You stay here and try to get some rest. We'll go and find your friends.
Would you? I would really appreciate it. There are 5 others in my unit. Tell them Toreno of Blitz Squadron sent you to look for them. Here's a map of the land. I hope it helps.
Okay, so that starts the quest, the Blitz Squadron report or something like that, and then we actually did just get a fragment from Toreno himself. So that's at least a start. And now that we do have Toreno,
You said before that Lightning's been here in the past.
back up this
She had to
route.
deal with this monster too. You remember hearing any stories about it?
No, I don't think she mentioned anything like it. But it would be easy to hide in a place with so much rubble like this. It's possible it was asleep this whole time.
So Noel and Sarah talk a little bit about maybe some pigs or something, or if Lightning had spoke about anything during her adventures here. Alright, looks like here's our next NPC. Where did you come from?
Please, don't kill me!
Dude, we're not gonna kill you. Alright, so let's follow Falcon. He just runs back to where Toreno is at. Here we've got some Zorg. Scared yet? Or Yang. Is it Kobe? those guys again. And it's another monster that's not really standing out in my memory as decent. So let's just continue on down. Falcon, stop running. We're not going to kill you. You know. Maybe.
Just calm down. We're not gonna hurt you. Promise.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna kill me. Wait, are you search party?
Yes, we heard the crazy story about a dark shadow that took down your airship.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The corporal and I were thrown out of the ship, and when I came to, it was standing right in front of me. Listen up, I'm only gonna say this once. Don't go any further. That thing, that monster, it's not something you want to mess with. If you value your lives at all, I suggest you turn around and go back. I'll go check on Torino.
Don't fight that monster. Please. You know we're
said the
going
corporal was
to.
thrown out of the ship too, right?
Alright, so that was Falcon's
That means
last
he
life.
should be around here somewhere. He couldn't have gone too far.
I hate to say it, but it also probably means that he's not alive either. In any case, let's look for him and bring him back to the others.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's
but
look for
I
him
think we
and
need to
bring
be
him back
really
to the
careful
others.
around this place.
Be really careful around this place. Probably a good idea. I think that's generally a good idea, you know, everywhere. Alright, here is the corporal.
Are you a corporal in Blitz Squadron?
How on earth do you know who I am? Who are you, anyway?
We can talk later. Right now, we need to get you out of here.
You agreed to help find the rest of my unit? It's comforting to know there are still good people in the world. But I can't go with you. I have to stay here. The monster that attacked us is still lurking around this place. A creature possessing that kind of power, who knows what kind of damage it can do to Cocoon. Someone needs to stay here and keep the beast occupied, or else the entire world could be in danger. No, you're just gonna get yourself killed. But if you two came all this way by yourself, then it's possible that you have what it takes to defeat it. Alright, if you want, give it a shot, but if you're serious, talk to my men first. That loathsome creature isn't going anywhere. Before you came to find me, you ran into a few of my guys, right? Falcon's the one to talk to. He's got a keen eye. He might have noticed something about the monster. Tell him that Corporal Thunder ordered him to give you his full cooperation. That's my call sign. Thunder.
Okay, so that is Corporal Thunder, and he says to talk to Falcon because he might have noticed some sort of weakness from the monster. Kind of, I don't know why I thought about this, but I just thought about the Imagine Dragons song Thunder. You know, it's thunder, I feel thunder, lightning, and the thunder. Coincidence? Probably. Anyways, wow. So clever. Yeah, so anyways, it says, or it sounds like Falcon is the, I don't know, he's got the eye, which, okay, that's cute too. The name Falcon makes sense, you know, he's got good eyesight. Maybe found some sort of weakness from this monster. So we'll go back and check.
The corporal's alive? Are you joking? You plan on taking on that monster? Come on, you're just gonna get yourself killed! The corporal ordered me to cooperate. No way! He knows that no one has the strength to go up against that thing.
That's what he said. He's holding the line right now.
The corporal's always been one to shoulder all the responsibility. Definitely sounds like something he would do. Okay, then how about this? What's the corporal's call sign?
Alright, Falcon is asking for the call sign,
That's
which is
right.
Thunder.
So you really did talk to the corporal. Fine. I'll tell you everything you want to know. The powerful energy source was being sent to that area from another time. In fact, it was so powerful that it even blew up our calibrator. The creature's getting its powers from a different time. Getting rid of that power source should weaken it considerably. Take this with you, so you don't get lost along the way.
Alright, so that's the fragment Falcon's Compass, and you need that in order to continue on with the next iteration of the Vile Peaks. So we're actually, I believe, done here for the 200 AF for the time being, so we'll come back later. But anyways, I'm out of time, so as always, hope you guys was helpful. Hope you enjoyed a few more videos, and